Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Guy Talk Uncensored. I am your host, Isaac, along with my co-host, RJD. And today we have very many interesting conversations. As you know, TikTok CEO does Congress. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Lance Reddick, since we didn't get a chance to talk about it last week. Lance Reddick, beloved actor, very great at what he does, passed away last week. And many more. We got so many interesting conversations, and I honestly can't wait to talk about this with you guys, along with my co-host Ray Sean, and what are his thoughts on some of these topics. So, Ray Sean, RJD, my brother, how have you been this weekend, my guy?
Mr. Ball, the sexy is back. You know what I'm saying? Just want to let everybody know. Hit the Don DeMarco for me. Yeah. Listen, if you don't love yourself, ain't nobody else gonna love you. So yes, I did hit the Don DeMarco on myself. So, phone got stolen today. Other than that, everything else is just peachy. People can't.
Let's talk a little bit about that, bro. Let's
People got
talk a
sticky
little bit
fingers.
about that. Let's talk a little bit about how your phone got stolen today.
Well, was in IHOP with the missus, and first of first of all,
You stupid.
that's for me. I put my phone down because it was dead, and I put it down on the table. And unfortunately, when I left, it was still on the table. And then when I went back, I literally 15 minutes later, the phone was gone. The phone basically said,
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
and it had legs. So hit the button for me again. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So this is a lesson. It's $150 lesson. Don't leave your phone lying around in the restaurant and then walk out and leave it there. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
why that's why my girlfriend's always constantly telling me, take your phone with you. Don't leave it at the table. If you're going to the bathroom, take it with you. I'm like, all right, I'll take it. But
I
meanwhile,
messed
she's sitting
I
right there,
messed
so
up.
it's like I gotta.
I messed up, man. I'm not even honestly keep it a buck with you. I ain't even mad about it because it's like you know better than to put your phone on the table because you know it'll slip your mind and you might leave it there.
Hmm.
So you're not gonna sit up here and be mad or blame anybody. No, I gotta take that L. That lesson is mine to learn. Hopefully, I never have to learn it again.
Perfect.
One more time for the fans.
You stupid.
So yeah, don't leave your phone lying around. That's pretty dumb. That's pretty dumb. Don't do that. But other than that, man, I'm good. Having a good time, going out, doing things, having fun. It's all gravy. How are you, sir? How are you and your wifey and child to be?
We've been good. Yesterday I went out with her to the movies. We went to go see John Wick, Chapter 4, uh, which I think is probably most likely the last installment of the franchise.
You better not say nothing about the movie till I see it,
I'm
brother.
not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Damn
All
it.
I'm gonna say is that everybody definitely needs to go check it out because it's a crazy ass movie. Like
I will
all of them
end
have
you.
been. Like all of them have
No,
been.
no.
Uh, um, then we went out to Buffalo Wild Wings. That's to where I kind of fucked up on that date yesterday. So instead of enjoying my time, with the love of my life, and I was too busy on my phone. So from moving on here forward, I know she has mentioned it many times that I'm always constantly on my phone. I think yesterday might have been
You
the
stupid.
worst I've ever been on my phone because I was like on my phone. Like
You
if
gotta be
we go
present,
out,
brother. You gotta be
yeah,
present.
I know. I know that when we go out, I'll be on my phone for like a few minutes and then I put it down and then it's just me and her. But like yesterday, it was like I think the worst that I've ever been on my phone instead of really just focusing on my time with her.
You have an addiction,
So
brother?
uh no, I think it was because I caught on to that Jonathan Majors article. So while she was talking, I was reading as to what oh shit, I forgot to go in the comment section. Oh, you said hit the like button. So as to, I was reading the article as reason why I wanted to talk about it today. But yeah. So moving forward, I will probably either leave my phone at home or I will shut it off when it's just me and her until it's my time to leave.
Listen,
You
man.
know.
Some you might have a dopamine addiction. You might need that dopamine. You know, you hear that. Woo! My phone's ringing. Oh, an article. Oh, let me scroll. You know, some listen. First step is admitting, man. First step is admitting. Listen, I don't have a phone right now. I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? I kind of dialed it back with the phone, and it's ticking it off for you. But I kind of dialed it back with the phone a while ago. I noticed that I was on the phone too much, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. I was on the phone too much. So I literally like stopped going on Facebook. Good good morning, Genesis.
What up, Genesis? What's
We are
going
not
on?
we are not pendejos. We are
Yeah, we are definitely
sexy
not. So I
gentlemen.
don't know where you got that
We
from.
are
Excuse
yeah,
me,
we are
miss.
sexy gentlemen. Talk to us nice, all right? But good morning though. Thank you for the like. Share our shit. But yeah, man, you gotta dial it back sometimes. You gotta be present, you be more productive. If you really just look around, a lot of people are addicted to their phone, bro. Like everything, your life is on your phone at this point. Like I ain't got no phone right now. I can't check nothing. Like literally, if I wanted to check my bank account, can't do it. Not on my phone. If I wanted to make an investment, can't do it. If I wanted to check to call somebody, can't do it. Like your life is in your hands. You got supercomputer in your phone. You know how much content I have on my phone that I was gonna put up this week on every channel? Oh, we got Angie and Genesis in the chat.
Oh, what's
Hola,
going
¿cómo
on,
estás? What's
Angie?
up, Angie? We're gonna hit Angie with the all right. So yeah, you gotta dial it back sometime.
Yeah, I know. I have to work on that again and dial it back.
Are the
Because
ladies
it's true. Like
addicted?
phone being on your phone is like very addicting because you got all your social media apps. You have uh your emails is on your phone. Like everything is on your phone. So like everything now is just like you go and you look at your phone and you're not looking at one thing. You're looking at multiple things from like TikTok to Facebook, from Facebook to Instagram, from Instagram to like Snapchat and stuff like that. Um,
But that's what it's meant to do. You know that, right? It's meant to keep you addicted to it. Thank you for tuning in early. It's about time, goddammit.
so I mean, yeah, I get that, you know, that that's what it's made to do, but I really need to dial it back because I don't want to feel like a crappy ass boyfriend or, you know, eventually um it's a tool. Other than that, I'm not attached to it. Now,
Oh,
Genesis, your
you sure?
definition of your phone being a tool, what do you mean? Like, do you put it on vibrate and, you know, stick it
Jesus
between the
Christ,
legs? No,
man.
I'm just saying.
That's
I'm
what
just,
we doing?
it
What?
happens. It happens,
This
man.
soon
It
into the
happens.
damn show, Isaac? Jesus Christ. You gotta give it 20 minutes before you start talking spicy, man. Shit.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
God damn, Isaac. Too early for that. You gotta wait a while. It ain't even 1 o'clock yet. Talking spicy already.
I'm just, no, I'm just kidding, bro. I'm messing around, messing around.
Tell- nah, I'm fucking with you, but damn, Isaac didn't pull. You ain't pulling no punches already.
I
You
hate
know
that
how
we
when we start,
rely
when we
on our
go in that
phone.
direction, you know we can't ever get back on track. We'll be talking spicy for an hour.
I hate that we rely on our phone so much, but the truth is everything can be done on a cell.
See,
Yep, pretty
look, now you
much.
got her. Now you got Genesis started. Look, look, look.
It's not strong enough.
Genesis need
Damn.
that. She need that wand. She need that that wand. Oh man.
Oh man. All right. So yeah, I do need to dial it back. I need to really focus on my time and attention because I don't want to constantly keep feeling like a crappy boyfriend and um do the same thing, you know, to my kids. Like I know my son has said it before that you know, I'm always into my phone or I'm sleeping and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I need to like there's a lot of things about me that I definitely do need to change. And I hope that because I have seeked the therapist. It's gonna be a virtual. My first appointment will
Okay.
be in April. So hopefully maybe, you know, my therapist can help me as to the reason why I'm always constantly tired and stuff like that. So, you know,
Well,
we'll see.
we're not gonna run past that. We're not gonna run past that. We're not. We're not gonna run past that, Isaac, because so many people, as the chat gets spicy, so many people they don't they don't seek the help, they don't get the help. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have trauma. A lot of people have unfinished things that they need therapy for, and therapy is not for everybody. Everybody reacts to things in different ways. So what I would say is, Don DeMarco for Isaac, getting help for
Thanks,
whatever,
Genesis.
getting help for whatever is never a bad thing. And a lot of people get shamed, like, "Are you talking to somebody?" But the one thing that I like about how the um the world is going, especially in America, is people aren't afraid to go seek help. Now you're not getting shamed for going to seek help. We all need help with something. A lot of us have unfinished trauma that my shit is bugging out. A lot of us have unfinished trauma or undiagnosed trauma that we haven't worked through. We got to work through shit in order to get where we need to get. So much respect to you for that. I'm glad
Thanks, bro.
you're making the steps to uh, fix your life in a positive way, because a lot of people don't. So proud of you for that. That's real talk. That's not even no joke, and that's real talk, bro. I'm proud of you for that. We all got to seek. We, bro, black people, like everybody, bro. Black, white, Puerto Rican, Dominican, don't matter, bro. We all got trauma we've been through, bro. All of us. Everybody has trauma, and a lot of us, we just say we're all right, we all right, and we just don't. It goes unchecked, and then
That's
it
right,
comes
man.
out in other
Angie.
ways. It comes out in other ways, and that's the problem, because we just think we can handle it. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can. Sometimes you can't. But I'm just glad you're going to seek the help that you need. Shout out to you, Don DeMarco, for real.
Yeah, because I think it really started when I went to my doctor's appointment. Just really trying to get my refills and stuff like that for
Oh,
my
put
insulin.
put put
What
what's
up,
good, Kim?
Kim?
Do me a favor. Put what's the name's thing back up on the screen while you finish your monologue. I want to address what Angie said. Go ahead. Finish what you were
Uh,
saying. I didn't mean to
so
cut you
yeah,
off.
so I went to my doctor's appointment, just trying to get a refill of my insulins and stuff like that. And he told me, he's like, man, I haven't seen you for 2 years, and then you come to your appointment and half hour late. What's really going on with that? So I kind of explained to him everything that went down in my life. Losing my grandmother at 2020, then losing my uncle last year, to being really depressed and stressed out with life in general, and to what else did I tell him? Oh, to being so stressed out that I one point felt like I was going to catch a heart attack. So he kind of like threw it in there as to,
Wow.
we are working with somebody that does therapy virtually. You don't have to go in person. Are you interested in doing that? And I say, yeah, sure, definitely, definitely would be interested in doing that, because my mom does the same thing. So I'm like, I'll do it. So he gave me the website, the link to the website. Came home right after, before I went to work, and I did the appointment. You know what I'm saying? So now I got my first appointment in April, and I'm gonna see where that goes from there.
So, shit. Go back to Angie's before the
Oh,
first
the
one.
the first one.
Yeah, that's true. I just got my daughter a therapist, and I'm seeing one as well. My oldest son also meets with a counselor twice a week. I'd rather them have someone before life drives them insane. That's it. Let's address this real quick. Now you go. Let me finish this, and then you can put the other one up. A lot of parents, a lot of parents don't realize what their kids are going through, because kids experience trauma as well. A lot of kids have a lot of these traumatizing experiences, and it goes unchecked because parents got their own shit to deal with. you know, Parents get divorced, kid sees that's trauma. Kid is getting bullied, that's trauma. When now with social media, these kids are getting all this stimulation now from social media, good, the bad, the ugly, that's trauma. Like a lot of these kids are getting brought up by social media. Like when it was our age, Isaac, it was the music videos. A lot of the
Hmm.
music videos was bringing us up. That's why a lot of us turned to rap. That's why a lot of us turned selling drugs. That's why a lot of us turn to different things because we emulate what we see as kids. So it's I love seeing when parents are actively involved. I used to work with kids, and I saw a lot of parents not actively involved. So when parents are actively involved, I think that's dope. Put our other one up. Most of us grew up being told counseling or therapy was a waste and wasn't respected. I just said that. We are not crazy. Some of us need to cope with our past and need to heal. That's most important. A lot of us have a lot of trauma that is unhealed. We are not healed. And then you bring that shit into your life and your relationships, and then you have kids, and you have all this baggage that you haven't dealt with. Putting your head in the sand and being an ostrich is not going to help you deal with your trauma. You need to address that shit head on, face face it, and then you can move past it. The only way through is through. That's most important. While it won't take all the pain away, we learn to let some of it go and don't poison our kids or our future relationships. Don DeMarco, that's absolutely right. Go ahead, man. Which one?
Just to add in to uh hold on. Where she says we are not crazy. Some of us need to cope. That
Yeah.
past and need to heal. See, my problem was when I was seeking therapy, when I tried to seek therapy multiple times, uh it was trying to look for answers. I think I need to change that mindset and just instead of looking for answers, if it happens, it happens. But more and just instead of
Oh,
looking the aspect, it's more of trying to heal mentally, physically, and emotionally, and push forward and try to live a better life. And I noticed that Brenda gave us a like, so thanks, Brenda.
oh,
Appreciate you
shout
so
out to
much.
Brenda. Sidebar, come watch me play Resident Evil, Brenda, so you could talk that ish and watch me get unalived. Go ahead, Isaac.
No, yeah, no, I'm done.
Um,
Uh,
Genesis, don't get discouraged. Yeah, sometimes it may take you more than one. I'm glad it didn't take you more than one, Isaac. You could put Genesis other joint up. My mother always said I needed a psychiatrist. I used to get mad and cry and say I wasn't crazy. Now as an adult, I wish you would have taken me to one. Yeah, that wasn't it back then. Back then there wasn't such an emphasis on mental health. Back then it was just tough it out, get your shit together, especially for men. It was just like, man, mental health. We don't got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was no such thing as mental health back then. It was just tough it out, hold your nuts, and get right. For women,
mhm.
I can't speak on that because I don't know what it was like for women. I'm not a woman, but I do know that mental health, like, it wasn't addressed back in the day, like how it is now. Now, I do think sometimes people go too far with the whole mental health. Like, you ain't crazy, you just lazy, you're just tired. Relax yourself. It's not mental health. But some people are genuinely going through some mental health shit. That's true. Brenda's always down to watch us get underlived. That's awesome. My mentality is the therapy will give you the tools for you to find the answers. That's we gotta hit the perfect for that. That's absolutely right. 100%. So I'm glad, bro. I'm glad. Bars. All right.
All right, so
Let's get
today
into it.
we're today's first topic that's leading in to our podcast is last week we lost a very great actor. If you've seen him in many things, most of them would be John Wick. He has uh really been part of that franchise for even the fourth one, which he has. I want to say like he has been a real, like, for what the fuck is his name? Keanu Reeves has said in an interview that he has been a he has been a light in the industry, and doing this movie he has been in the
Oh,
TV
I'm gonna
series.
run down so many things that he's been in. Watch.
He's been in the TV series of Resident Evil. And I know he's been in other things, but mostly I just remember him in John Wick. Lance Reddick passed away
Rest in
last
peace.
week. Rest in peace. He will be truly missed. It was such a shock to hear this, bro. Like I wasn't expecting him to go so quickly, but I think he was like 60 something, right?
He's
Um
60, not 60 something. He was 60.
60 or 60.
Yeah,
So
died of natural causes.
natural causes. Damn, bro. I'm telling you, like, it was just a shock to hear that. I was like, Lance Reddick, man. Like, that dude was fucking like John Wick, bro. Like, it was just so crazy to hear that story.
Man, let's talk about some of the stuff he's been in because I had some of this. So we had Godzilla. I'm sorry, I'm going all the way back now. Uh, these are some of his films.
I'll get
Uh, we,
to your thing, ladies. Just give
yeah,
me
we're
a
gonna get to
give
the
us.
we're gonna get to the chat, and I'm engaging with y'all in the chat, so we're gonna keep the conversation going. Let me just run down this. 2014, John Wick, John Wick 2, Monster Party, John Wick 3. What else? Faith Based, Godzilla versus Kong, One Night in Miami, John Wick 4, White Man Can't Jump. I guess they redid that. Uh, he was in The Fixer, Oz from back in the day, Law and Order. He was on there for a while. The Wire, he was on there. CSI Miami, he was on there. The Avengers TV show, y'all. Uh, Tron Uprising, I guess he was doing voiceover work maybe. Castle 2015, I remember that. Uh, Resident Evil, as Isaac mentioned. The Legend of Vox Machina, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, video games, Destiny. That he was big on that. Destiny, Horizon Zero Dawn, loved him on that. Uh, Horizon Forbidden West, loved him on that. This brother was doing narrator work, man. Like I'm looking at everything he was doing, film, television, video games. I remember this brother from when I was watching Oz from back in the day. It was just like because that's when I really started getting into things. I was like 13, 14 when Oz came out, something like that. Pivotal series, The Wire from back in the day when I think he played the police chief. No, not the chief. He was like the captain of the detail.
Right.
That's when he really started like blowing up to me, like on The Wire, and in Oz for a little while. Bruh, he was phenomenal at what he did. It was so great to see him on Horizon Forbidden West, Horizon Zero Dawn. I love those games. They are absolutely beautiful to look at. And man, he was doing his mother effing thing, man. We got to hit a Don DeMarco for him. Rest in peace. Died of natural causes. He will be missed
Mhm.
110%. Leaves behind a wife. Not sure if he had kids, but I know he left behind a wife. I know. And let's stop the show. Stop the show. Let's stop the show. For all y'all, this mainly goes out to the women. And, I'm not gonna get at y'all, but we're gonna get at some of the women right now. For all the women
His
getting at him
his
because
his misogynist is showing. So
nah, not even. It's like it just sucks that a lot of women were shitting on him because he had a white wife. It's like who gives a shit, you
bro,
know?
that's like a black man shitting on black women for being with a white man or anybody that's not black. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, so what? Love is love, bro. Let
Bruh,
them it's all a preference nowadays. Everything, if they prefer somebody that's not black, then they prefer somebody that's not black. You can't be mad at their preference. They love who they're gonna love. If they love a black guy, more power to them. If they love somebody that's not black, more power to them too. As long as they find somebody that makes them happy, then that's it. The fuck?
I was just looking at some of the things and I'm like, why are we doing like this lady? I guess because all the pictures surfaced when he passed away and shit of his
Hmm.
wife. They're like, oh, why wasn't he dating a supermodel? Or oh, why? I'm like, yo, that woman could have been with him in the trenches, like you know what I'm saying, when he wasn't famous and he had to build it up, like he had to get his whole thing on point. And you're sitting here getting at him because, and he was also a musician, which I didn't know. He got 3 kids. He got married in 2011. Oh, that's what the Wikipedia says on them anyway. I'm looking at it right now. Went to the University of Rochester and went to Yale. Like this brother was on point, and everybody's getting mad because his wife. Well, some women, not everybody. Let me correct myself. Some women get mad because his wife was white. Who gives a shit? She was probably in the dirt with him, like helping him to achieve his goals and look at the great things that he was able to achieve. His work will live on forever. I am playing Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West right now as we speak. His work will live on forever. People will continue to play these games. He will never be forgotten. Like, look at what
Mhm.
he created. Look at the legacy that he's leaving. And people are focused on, oh well, his wife is white. Like, and she's
Okay,
doing
and
supermodel. I just it's
so
like it's just kind of corny to me. It's just kind of corny to me that who gives a shit?
it
White,
made him
black,
happy.
Spanish,
That's
who
what
gives a
really
shit what his
matters.
wife look like? Like rest in peace to him, and condolences to his family and his children and his wife, because now they have to deal with the man of that house no longer being there. That's rough. His body of work speaks for itself. You know, people will continue to watch The Wire. People will continue to watch Oz.
Oh yeah, especially now. I think it's on HBO Max, so you could definitely catch
Yeah, it
us.
is. Both of them.
So look at that. So
Natural causes, man.
uh,
Crazy.
that really broke
60
my
years
heart, man.
old. Way too young. Way too young, man.
Really broke my heart.
Way too young. But we had to start with that. Had to start with that. You go ahead, Isaac. I know you wanted to address some of these.
My my bipolar disorder was called bad attitude and depression looking for attention. No, it's bipolar disorder, and they you know what, it's crazy because like these were things back in the days that was just never acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody acknowledged whatever you was going through as certain symptoms that they call it now, you know, like bipolar disorder. Nobody really acknowledged that as bipolar disorder. Like now, after, you know, many years and many studies and research shows that if you show signs of bipolar disorder, then that's what you have, and that's what they're going to acknowledge it by. And I think they prescribe you like do they? I think they prescribe you like medications for it too. Because I know my father has it. I don't talk to him. Haven't talked to him since 2009 or 2010. So I don't really know if he ever had prescription medicine for those. But that's what they really now it's being acknowledged as bipolar disorder, which is, I find that so funny. Exactly. Men are expected not to cry or talk about their feelings, which I think is so wrong. Men deal with a lot and sometimes more than women. There's things they go through that we don't realize as women relate to. It's just hidden because a man is supposed to be a man. I call bullshit. Yes, Rayshawn has preached that many times that us men, we are the ones that are supposed to hold our feelings, uh not cry because we're men. We're not supposed to share things because we're men. We're not supposed to do a lot of things because we're men. So because of that, that has taken a toll on us as men mentally, and which has us take it out on the people that we love and care for, which is why most men do end up becoming as abusers or drug addicts or alcoholics, because instead of them sharing what they're going through, to speak on what they're going through, they look to things, whether it's, I mean, most of it is negative, that they look to things and they just use those as escape instead of just sitting with somebody and talk it out. I'm glad things are changing. Thanks, Genesis. I appreciate that. Yes, rest in peace to the man. He will be missed. It's gonna be weird not seeing him in anything anymore.
I'm all
Uh,
for. I know you read it. I'm just trying to jump in real quick. I'm all for people doing, as far as mental health. I'm all for people that have mental health legit getting help. Because some people do use it as a cope, and we all use copes in different. That's why some people smoke a lot of weed because they're trying to escape from life. That's why people do a lot of drugs and alcohol because they're trying to escape instead of living in reality and living in their existence. But if you need help, seek it. Get get the help you need.
mhm.
But there are people who take advantage, as I put in the chat. There are people who take advantage, and it sucks for the people that actually do need the help because people undermine them and they act like they don't need it. So that sucks. Oh,
My
we got
man was raised
Jazzo in
this
the
way.
chat. Don
Who?
DeMarco, Jazzy.
Oh, what's up, Jasmine? What's going on?
Don DeMarco for you. If
My
you,
man
you
was
know,
raised this way. It still annoys me when I tell him it's okay for a man to cry. It doesn't mean you're less of a man. And in his response is, men don't cry. I'm a man and I cry constantly because of all the pains that I go through, and I mean sometimes like it'll build up. You know what I'm saying? It'll build up where you start to show it in anything and everything, and I don't want it to build up to the point where I start taking it out on the wrong people. So tell them it's okay to fucking cry, bro. Like it's
um,
that's just the thought. That's just the mentality that we were raised to think. But it's okay to cry. Like it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just need to let one out. I remember one time I actually went through it. When my grandmother was alive, I came home. I think I was either in school or working at the time. I came home and like I was depressed because I just saw how shit my life was, and then I cried literally in my grandmother's arms. Like it's just good to let that out.
I would say this. I think it's okay if you gotta let it out to cry, but you you can't stay there, and that's man or woman. If a man has to go cry in the corner, go cry by yourself, do what you need to do. Now listen, sometimes if you like you said you cry in your grandmother's arms, that's that's okay too. Like if you got some like if somebody, God forbid, somebody's close family member, son passes away, and you say, "Oh, don't cry, man up," that's stupid, bro. Come on, somebody just lost a freaking family member. Are you dumb? You know what I'm saying? But you can't cry. Let me word this properly. Just don't stay there.
Yes, Ray Sean, word it properly. All right,
Hey, everybody's
watch
like,
what you
my
say.
spidey senses is tingling. What's he about to say that's about to get everybody pissed off? No, 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 no. What I'm just saying is, for more so for the dudes, for the men out there, if you gotta cry, bro, go cry. Go to your car, go to the corner, feel your feelings, bro. You can't cut your emotions off. You're not a robot. Feel your
Mhm.
feelings. But when you come out of that room, when you come out of that car, and after you done crying, then we gotta go handle whatever we had to handle. I saw it, and I'm not gonna get long winded with this, but I heard on a YouTube channel the other day, the guy was talking about his mother passed away. Right, the mom was in the hospital, she passed away, and then he was heartbroken, he was sad. He went down to, he said, I went to the parking lot and I looked around. He said all the cars were still there. He said, I saw people coming, going to work. I saw people leaving, coming from work. He's like, that let me know right there. And the hospital told me I got X amount of days to get this done because we need that bed. Like harsh. Like, mind you, mom's just passed, only been gone a couple of hours. And they like, yeah, we need this bed. So you need to make your arrangements. You heard me? And he said it was at that day he realized the world don't stop because you're going through something. And a lot of people don't want to hear that because it's like, man, F you. You don't know what I'm going through. I just lost my mom or my dad or my child or my dog or my cat or my brother. Like, I empathize with people. I've lost people too. But that is a stone cold hard fact. The world don't stop. And
Mhm.
honestly, there's people out there outside of your immediate friends and family, nobody cares. It's just a sad truth of life. So we can't stay there. And whatever we need to do to help us get through the grief and trauma, we need to do that. Some of us, we don't need, we could power through it and we'll grieve in silence and grieve in a corner. And when we come out into the world, we're good. Some of us, we need help getting through the trauma because we can't handle it. Some of us need fucking help. And that's okay. It's all okay. But we can't sit up here. Unfortunately, the world does not allow us to just sit for long periods of time. You still got bills to pay. You still have children you got to take care of. You might have lost your mom. You still got kids you got to take care of. So some of us don't have that time to stop. That's why some of us need to get the help. we need to get. And I think it's okay if you need help, go get it. I will never say, "Oh, well, man up, you don't need the help." I mean, no, just don't stay there. Go to that place, and then you gotta pull yourself out. And if somebody needs to throw you a rope or a lifeline, take the goddamn rope and lifeline and help pull yourself out. Because at the end of the day, who said it? Was it Genesis? To help you help yourself. At the end of the day, you're the only one who can do
Oh
it.
yeah, to help you find answers.
Yeah, you. It's all got to be you. So I just wanted to make that distinction.
You know, there's people out there that don't believe in mental health disorders. Blows my mind. Yes, there are people that don't believe in mental health disorders, and those are people that have mental health disorders. And I don't even know what to say after that. Yes, Don DeMarco for Isaac. Jasmine sends a blue heart. Weed is not a drug; it's a herb. Herb. Yes, yes, it is. But you know, for many many years, the government only saw it as drugs. Oh yeah, hello, Jasmine. That's you. Wait, what did she say? Still a drug. Some of this weed will have you stuck. That's true. Grandmas are the best. Yes, they are, especially my grandmother because she always completely understood me. She always tried to look out for me and always been there, especially after my grandfather passed. So I really do appreciate my grandmother and I know I'm going to reunite with her one day. Some would call it a gateway drug. Yes, for many of my family members, that's exactly what weed was for them, a gateway drug. They had abused it so much that they couldn't get high from it no more and then looked into other things. But it's like, but then again, that's all really based on you and how you perceive it and how you use it. Isaac, I'm proud of you for allowing yourself to be vulnerable with us. Much respect. Thank you, Angie. I appreciate that. I really do feel like this is my coping mechanism just as much as I use other things like podcasts, music, gaming, movies, you know, TV. Those are my escape from my real life, and I use those as my coping mechanism. And at the same time, me sitting here on this podcast sharing with Ray Sean and you guys, this is my coping mechanism as to the same time trying to heal myself and also get some response from you guys because maybe you know you'll give me an idea of things to do and stuff like that. So I appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea the love
I want to
I
say something real
have.
quick
Hold
too.
on, let me finish this.
Go ahead.
The love that I have for you guys. You know, I told my girlfriend now I'm just about just spreading love and positivity, especially in a world that we live in now, where you don't see much of that. And I want to be. I know other people have are doing it. There's many content creators that are trying to do it. Um, and I want to be that other person. I want to be that person to spread the love, to spread positivity, to be the light in everybody's dark tunnel. You know what I'm saying? To guide them out of whatever they're going through, to put a smile on your face, to make you laugh, even though I know I'm not the funniest person, but you know, I do what I can. Um, and that's just me now because the older I get is like the more that I wish that I had this. So now I'm trying to be that type of person for everybody. Go ahead, Rishon.
No, what I was going to say is I want to personally hit everybody with the Don DeMarco in the chat right now. A lot of you guys, guys meaning everybody in the chat, a lot of you guys are really sharing some stuff, and not everybody is so keen on sharing stuff online during these kinds of conversations. So I appreciate all of y'all for coming in and chatting, telling us some of your processes and showing us how you guys cope with things and how you deal with things. And a lot of people don't even like talking about how they have therapists. Like a lot of people are still ashamed for that they have a therapist. So appreciate all y'all for showing us love and showing us, being vulnerable to us more so than us being vulnerable to y'all. We appreciate y'all. Maybe this will help somebody that watches the replay, that to let them know that hey, it's okay if you need some help, go get it. These little things go a long way. So I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, it's hard to move on sometimes because it feels like so much. Yeah, it really does. Most of the times, I think that's why I feel so stuck with my life because I never really tried to move on. With everything that's been going on in my life, I never really spoke it out. I do it sometimes on here, but I never really spoke it out to anybody else. Um, so it's like that's why it's hard to move on most of the times, especially for me. So, but hopefully this therapist really does help me into moving on because I want to move on. I don't want to be stuck in this mental state anymore. I want to be able to move on and try to live a better life, not just for me, but for my family, my girlfriend, my newborn baby, my son, and I want them to look at me and be like, yeah, my dad did that, or my boyfriend did that, or my son did that. Coming from my mom and stuff like that. So, or from you guys, my boy did that. You know what I'm saying? When I have mental breakdowns, I literally put in a timer. I have 10 minutes to let it out, and then when we are back to being a badass, I that timer thing, yeah, that's a really good idea. Put a timer on, give yourself those couple of minutes to let everything out all at once, without trying to wreck shit. You know what I'm saying? So just give yourself that time to let everything out because it's really good if you do. I've done it quite a few times. I didn't do it with a timer, but when it needed to be let out, it was let out. I agree with Jen. Sometimes when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I go in my room, blast my music, and just scream and cry. It takes a lot to get me to that point. No, but it does happen. Or now, but it does happen. Um, takes I need you to elaborate. Like you said, it takes a lot, like to get to that point. Now, I need you to elaborate a little bit on that so I can fully understand. My crying time is in the showers. I mean, that's good too. You cry, let the water hit your face, and then it never look like you actually shed a tear because the water's just washing it away. Um, but it's always good for everybody to just let it out when you have that mental breakdown. Because sometimes I get it, and I feel like when I don't let it out is when I start to feel like I'm catching like a panic attack or anxiety attack or whatever it is, that I get that heart attack feeling in my chest. I love coming on here with you guys. It helps with understanding things from a man's perspective, no matter the topic. Yes, that's why we are here. That's why we are doing this. When me and Ray Sean did the podcast a long time ago, we was calling it hashtag Real Talk. And we was doing really good. You know what I'm saying? We had it wasn't like anything of serious topics. It was just grabbing whatever topics we could find and just talk about it on the podcast. And we was doing really good. Then things happen. Uh we kind of backed off it for a while. And then Ray Sean was like, yo, we need to come back and do this podcast again because during the pandemic, bro, we was just sitting our asses doing nothing, and now here we are. And I'm like, you're right, because we did the second time. Second time didn't really work
That's
out
for
too
Isaac.
well. We didn't work out too well. So, but shut up. All right, so I came up with the name of God Talk Uncensored. That was the first name, and then I was like, well, this is really a podcast. So this new year, we called it the Guy Talk Uncensored Podcast. It's really, we'll talk about anything, which was the same aspect that we had for our first, when we did the podcast the first time. So, and these ladies are dope too. Yes, they are very, very dope. Very dope. And I'm glad that me and Ray Sean was able to meet these people. Some of them, because Brenda never came to New York for Mike's birthday, but Jasmine and Genesis, they really came out and chilled with Mike for his birthday. Yes, that's right. Give her the booze. Chill with Mike for his birthday. That's how we all met. we have a friend named Mike who streams who was streaming at the time for games and stuff like that, and that's how we met. Genesis and Jasmine was in that community, and we became friends. And they actually came out here for Mike's birthday, and we all met in person, got to chill, and I really got to know these people, which was amazing because they're down to earth, and they even listened to me talk when they was out here. Because when I let it out, they heard me. So I really appreciate them. I've learned to deal with situations as they come, so I don't have lingering trauma. But some things we can't escape. That is true. There are some things we can't escape, but that doesn't mean we don't stop trying. And I'm gonna leave you with that. uh, don't you call me out like that. I'm gonna call you out, Brenda. All right. Don't you tell me what to do on this podcast. I'm going to
Brenda
call you
just
out.
All I'm
Nah,
gonna
but
say
I
to
love
Brenda
Brenda.
is,
She's very cool. Because when I need somebody to tease me on Ray Sean when he streams his when he streams his games, Brenda's right there. We're like tag teaming him and teasing him about his death and stuff like
just for
that. So.
Brenda. All right. What's the next topic?
All right, next topic is
Recorder. Oh, hold on before you start. So I know we're running through. We're trying to get these. We're trying to get to everybody's chats. I am in the chat right now. I'm just trying to see how things flow, doing things a little different, engaging with the chat. Isaac is going through them slowly but surely. So we're gonna try to make sure we get a nice little flow going with reading the chat. So if we fall behind too much, we'll try to catch up. But we're trying something new. And I'm trying to do some new shit because I had a rough week this week. So go ahead, Isaac. Just letting y'all know about the chat.
Bruh.
All right, go ahead.
all right. Is Blockbuster making a comeback? So
Oh shit. So first of all, what we gonna do first? We're gonna hit that, and then we're gonna be like,
You stupid.
next topic. Okay, go ahead. Get the hell out of here.
it's Block-
Over. You're dead. Just like 007. Remember this? Everybody plays Super Nintendo, GoldenEye, 007. You're dead.
well, I mean,
Back that
technically, you could
PlayStation
still
Blockbuster.
play,
That's it.
but you
You're
could
dead.
technically play now on the Switch.
Take
the GoldenEye.
Blockbuster, take it to a back alley, tell it to get on its knees, and then goodbye.
Listen, I'm just saying, like there's a whole article that came out. And it was like, yo, is Blockbuster making a comeback? Because they have recently just relaunched their website, and it says "Be kind while we rewind." So I don't know what they're gonna do, but if they do make a comeback, I wish them the best on it. Because they have many years to catch up on, which they should have done when Netflix first started. How nice of Mike to join us. Yes, how nice of Mike to join us. I really do appreciate Mike and and the community that he built. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have met a lot of these people. Actually, if it wasn't for Ray Sean, I wouldn't have met Mike, who then I wouldn't have met you guys. You know what I'm saying? So definitely Mike is the key. Well, Ray Sean is the key for me meeting you guys. So if they make a comeback, I'm down. Yes, Brenda. Yes. Thank you. At least I'm not the only one. If they make a comeback, I am down. Yes. Yes, because Netflix is overpriced. They're about to go to $30 a month for Netflix, bro.
Hold on. How is Netflix overpriced for the amount of content that's on Netflix? What are y'all talking about?
Bro, maybe for you, there are some contents on there that you watch, but for me, it's really not. There's not really anything interesting in there. Nothing on Netflix interests me. Nothing
right now, buddy. I want the smoke, so I'm going.
Nothing on there.
Please tell me how it's overpriced.
They're going fucking $30 a month, bro.
That's not answering my question, brother. How is it overpriced?
How is it not? Okay. All right, go ahead. Let me hear your side.
Bro.
Even Brenda said it. Name one good content on there.
Okay, for the Ozark, for the amount of animes they have on there. I mean, I'm an anime fan, so this is just me. I'm talking from my
And most of those animes you could catch on Crunchyroll. Go ahead, continue.
Okay, you could catch them all over the place. You could catch them for
Yeah,
free
exactly.
some
You can't
places.
catch them all over the place. So
Allegedly,
Netflix is
allegedly.
not the only
Don't come
shit.
for
You
me.
know what I'm saying?
Allegedly,
Fuck out of here. But
they
continue.
have good show. They have good shows. They
Like
have
what?
a lot of. My man, Stranger Things. We had Ozark. I just
One good
watched on
show. Well,
Netflix.
for me, on my side, Stranger Things is the only
But
good
this is
show
what
I
I'm
ever watched.
saying. You don't. You We may
I
not be
tried
into the same
watching
content.
Ozark
So
and I
this is a
couldn't get
hard.
into it.
Hold on. What I'm saying, Isaac, and hear me out on this. You might be into different content than I am, so we might not like the same shit. So I'm gonna look at it differently than you. To me, they got a lot of good content on there. They had Triple R on there. That was a good movie. They have Blacklist. I just saw Angie put Black. I just got into Blacklist. It's 9 seasons deep. Blacklist is fire, bro. And it was on TV and I didn't see it. I'm catching up on it now. All of those TV shows that was on TV that they go straight to Netflix now, bro. Netflix is not. It was underpriced to me, and they're going to $30 because they're trying to generate more revenue. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're going to $30. I'm gonna get back in the chat. I'm gonna get back in the chat, but because I see I'm falling behind, and
Yeah.
Isaac probably gonna go through some of it anyway. But bro, they got a lot of good content on there that I watch. They had Queen of the South on there for a limited amount of time. Like I was watching that. That was on TV. I missed that 3 seasons deep. So I mean, before they had all the Marvel shit on there. So and even back then, you could they had all the legacy shows, Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, all those shows are on there. I froze. Did I freeze?
Yeah, a little bit.
Uh,
I could
I'll,
hear you, but you're like
I'll
not
fix it.
moving.
Let me take my camera off, and then I'll fix it. But yeah, bro, they had mad shows on there.
Yeah, they got mad shows that you literally catch it anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? But it's still to
Bro,
me,
you
I
could
don't know, like
catch
and I
anything anywhere else,
and
bro.
I know Mike said it in the chat. I'm not saying that Netflix did not change the game because they did. I just not gonna pay $30 a month for it. You know what I'm saying? I already got too many streaming services that I'm paying for, and they're starting to slowly increase. That's a little too much for my take for $30 a month. Not to mention, I'm also playing for AMC A list. That's going up to $30 a month. Nah, you bugging, bro.
I
I'm not
mean, that
spending
sounds
60.
more. That sounds more like a you got too many subscription problem than a damn Netflix is too overpriced problem.
No, it's still overpriced, bro. No matter if I had too many subscriptions or not, I'm not paying $30 for streaming services. Hell no.
So why not? Let me ask you that. I'm trying to fix my camera, y'all. Well, why not?
Bro, I don't know. Like Netflix doesn't do anything for me anymore. Like I could catch everything that I've ever watched as a kid, I could catch it in other places like Hulu, Disney Plus. You know what I'm saying? Like all the things that I used to watch as a kid, I could catch them. Like, not gonna lie, Netflix did have some old movies that I haven't seen in a while that is on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm starting to see everybody else is starting to have it too. So it's just like, what would be the point of having Netflix anyway? You know what I'm saying? If I could catch it for somewhere else and it'd be a lot cheaper a
I
month.
don't know, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I only said slowly that they're raising prices, but they haven't gotten up to $30 yet. So I'm sticking with my guns
When
on
is
that.
the markup?
What are you talking about?
When is it going to $30?
Um, oh, I don't know. I know it's slowly getting there. I could tell you that much because I've seen the prices. And well, I mean, right now I don't think. Yeah, we don't pay for it. T-Mobile does. So that's one good thing. But I told my mom at any point that you start paying for it, cancel the subscription. I'm not gonna, you're not gonna be paying $30 a month for fucking Netflix. Got it.
I ain't watching Blockbuster either.
I'm just saying, like Blockbuster before Netflix, like that was those were good times, man. You could just go out, grab a movie, go home, sit in front of the TV. You can even buy popcorn there, and you could just sit at home and just watch like a good movie, the popcorn in your hand and stuff like that. Just like, but then Netflix came, run them out, and
uh, this is this is from Mike.
I want to have intercourse with you.
Mike
Yo,
said.
Yeah, intercourse
Mike
with
said
you.
Netflix and chill is clutch. We just talked about that earlier.
when did he
Netflix
say that?
isn't worth the money. Netflix hasn't been big since all the other streaming services happened. Yes, they have lost a lot of bread, but Netflix is the problem with Netflix is the content. They got to put out better content. It's at $20 now. That's actually not bad because most of the premium content streaming services, no, I said that wrong. Most of the streaming services are at $20 or around $20. So that's actually, you know, everybody's trying to generate more revenue. That's why it's like that. We might have to take you up on that, Jazzy. Wait, let me put this in. Let me put this so I try to fix this damn camera. Who's paying $30 for Netflix? Let me know in the chat. Cause everything is gonna go up. Oh shit, Mike just said that. Everything is gonna go up. Everything. And it is worth the money. They got good shows on there if you watch them. I'm trying to fix this camera. Jazzy just wants the misogynist back. She's like, "Where's the misogyny?" Uh, what is going on here? Intercourse. That shit is fire, man. All right, let me fix this.
Oh, excuse me. It's $20 for the subscription. But if you go $6.99, that's with basic ads. So it's like if you want something cheap, you go to $6.99 route.
Oh, they give you $6.99 with ads.
Yeah.
Oh man, ads are trash, man.
Yes, they are. See, now that's something we can agree on. That's why that's why I always go for the premium route because I can't stand the ads. Because put it this way, if you want to watch ads, watch regular TV. You can watch all the ads there. You know what I'm saying? The streaming service was supposed to be something like an alternative, like how AEW is the alternative in wrestling. Streaming services was supposed to be the alternative where you can watch things without any commercials. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah,
Shout out to Jazzy. She said, "I
watch
am
things
definitely a
without
freeloader."
any commercial. I am definitely a freeloader. No cap.
No cap.
No
Jazzy said,
cap.
"Hold on." This for Jazzy right here. Jazzy said, "I'm definitely a freeloader." Listen, Jazzy be like, "Let me get that password."
Gotcha, bitch.
I haven't paid for any streamer services. I got a couple plugs. Shout out to Mike with the plug. We're gonna hit Mike with the may the Lord
All
open
right,
for all
let
the
me
free
go
streaming
back to the
services.
top and run down these.
Run through them quick, Isaac. Run through them
Yes,
quick.
sir. All right, been busy, my people, but it's always love. Just been getting to the bag. Do you, Mike? Ain't nobody got no problem with you
Listen,
except me, Isaac.
Don DeMarco for that.
Hey, I got a topic for y'all to do next podcast. Why do men drop their girl homies when they get booed up?
Hey, we back.
Oh, fucking finally. I didn't think I was ever gonna see you.
Yo. You know
Um,
what, Mike? You know what, Isaac?
let me write that down.
Yeah. Listen. Any of the ladies want to cam up when we talk about that next week? Feel free to cam up. I welcome. I because
Well,
it's not
Jasmine, there is
cam
a
up.
Guy Talk Discord where you can literally just drop that in there. I created a whole section for that. So any topics any of you ladies have, just join the Discord and drop those topics there, and we can definitely talk about it on the next episode.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about. That's gonna be one of the topics next week. We'll talk about it. Anybody want to cam up? Let me know.
Well, Jasmine will be the first.
I welcome. I welcome all. I welcome everybody to come up if they want. Like Angie said, premium price. Premium price. You gotta
Place,
have
premium
place, yes.
place,
Premium
place.
place. Hold on, real quick.
You stupid.
All right.
So I
Premium
heard
price.
it's like how you say it right the first time and the
I
second
did
time is
say it wrong the
flies.
second time. Listen, man. Don't judge me, okay?
Stop it. Get some help.
We talked about getting help already, okay? Stop
Those
it.
enemies.
Going back to Toastmasters.
That's true. There's a lot of websites that you can watch anime for free. Has anybody seen Blacklist currently watching on Netflix? Yeah, Mike Rayshawn just talked
Blacklist is
about this.
Blacklist is fire.
You was gonna say Blackfish, weren't you?
Blacklist. Power to the people.
Definitely changed the game. Well, it
Oh
did. I'm not.
man,
I'm
I
not
am fucking
denying
up
that.
right now. I'm gonna
Yes.
get my voice back in order because I'm fucking up.
Quiet points thing, but I'm here. Okay. Genesis, good. You better be here. What the fuck? Don't be leaving us. Very underpriced. On top of
uh,
everyone giving out their
I sent you the
passwords to
link,
the world.
Angie. Oh, you Isaac didn't get to that yet. There was an idea. Now they're trying to shut it down. That was their idea. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They messed up. They should have bought Blockbuster when they had the chance. Angie, I will send you the link. I know you came on early today, so if you come on early again, I'll send you the link,
We
and
all
then we
live.
just came up to answer Angie's question.
I think it's not bad. For the content is definitely overpriced. Keep bag chasing, brother. Yes, keep Mike. Go ahead, bro. Chase that bag. Ain't nobody mad at you for doing it. We're all trying to do the same thing. If husband on top, they aren't the only ones that will be upping their prices. Just wait on it. Also, they
Yeah, it's
produce
coming.
very. It's coming, but some of them are still on the $6 and 99. So $7 a month. Some of them are still on there. So if they do it, it might not even probably won't even happen maybe in about 6 months to a year from now. You know what I'm saying? So some of them are still underpriced. And not overpriced, but they still being underpriced. It's at $20 now. Netflix and chill was clutch. Uh yo, you want me to read yours too, or do you just want me to
No.
skip
Skip
yours?
mine. Skip mine. Skip mine.
All right. Netflix isn't worth the money. Netflix hasn't been big since all the other streaming services happened. Yep. Yo, let me tell you, I was excited when HBO Max came out, unless they were or are messing around.
Wait, let
What
me
are you
say
talking
something
about,
before you
Angie?
continue.
I need you to clarify what you was talking about on that. Go ahead.
So I want to talk about the subscription. So you got to think about it like this: everybody went to a subscription-based model. Like that changed the game from Netflix doing what they did. That was the start of this subscription-based model.
Mhm.
Everything now is subscription-based. Discovery, CBS, NBC, ESPN,
Even
Disney.
gamings are having subscription services.
Everybody has to because that's the model now.
Even
Because
games have subscription services. Look
the
at
old model is
Fortnite.
dead.
Fortnite's got a subscription service. GTA, Grand Theft Auto, they got a subscription service called
And
GTA Plus.
it's an
You know what I'm
easy way
saying?
for companies to generate more revenue because if you make a subscription model, everybody subscribes,
Hmm.
even if they pay $1, $5, $10, $20. If you get 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, a million people to pay you $5 a month continuously over and over and over and over and over, this is what you got. That's why it's another revenue stream for all of these major companies. So that model isn't going away. And I don't see another model that's better than subscription based right now, especially if you're trying to get this revenue up. Uh,
Oh no, yeah, that's
I don't know
yours.
if you got to this one. No way. It's men are insecure, ninjas. Oh, Mike said this. No way. It's because men are insecure, ninjas got balls, produce testosterone, which pretty much says I'm the only king for your life. Fuck out of here. So women be like sprung out on the D like, damn, Mike, what the hell? Am I reading this wrong? Who would be sprung out on the D like F all y'all. His tongue
Yes,
lied.
Brenda, that's right. We are spoiled. I dreamt of days where I couldn't get commercials anymore. Would definitely. I forgot Isaac. Please forgive me. Oh, the Discord. Okay, I was trying to remember what the hell she was. But yeah, the Discord. Uh, Sean Davis.
Oh,
Facts.
shout out to Brenda. Let's give Brenda
Oh,
the
Angie, if you I might have to send it to you because I know sometimes they change the links to the Discord now. I don't know why they do that. I'm gonna send you the link on your Facebook Messenger. So I'm gonna DM it to you. Rayshawn, facts. I got a great topic to discuss. Wahahaha. I don't like that. I don't like the way she laughed at that, bro. I need to
Let's
join the
do it.
Discord. Sent the link. Got you, Brenda. I will be sending it to you guys. Jasmine, no wait, wait, what? No
No,
wait.
Mike said this to Jazz.
No, I know. But I'm because you know what it's that when you reply under them, it has their name. No way, it's because men are insecure ninjas, got balls which produce testosterone, which pretty much says I'm the only king in your life. Fuck out of here. So women who be sprung out on the D be like, fuck all y'all.
He like,
Get the fuck out of here!
all right.
Oh, this Angie's talking about you. He's tongue tied.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell I was doing right there. All right, we
Isaac
back on
is
track.
bribing me, cracking the fuck up. I gotta be present bright and early.
All right, let's go to majors because I know you want to send the other one for last.
All
All
right,
right, we got two
Jonathan
more, y'all. We got
Majors.
two more.
Jonathan Majors. Oh no, 6ix9ine gets jumped. That's the
Oh,
next
that's
one.
that's quick. We can talk about
Yeah, we're
this.
gonna run
All
this
right.
through quick.
So 6ix9ine got jumped, y'all. As y'all know, 6ix9ine, he did some stuff he wasn't supposed to do with a on some illegal activity stuff, and because of it, he had to take the stand to avoid getting crazy football numbers in jail. We've all heard it. We all know about the story already. He told great. So now, uh, last week he got beat up at what was it, a Planet Fitness or some shit or a gym or whatever. He got beat up in the gym. Face looked kind of crazy. Listen, all I would say on this is this, because we don't even gonna spend a lot of time on this, because I want to get to majors. If you continue to speak on things and you continue to portray yourself in a certain light and you give out negative energy, you cannot be surprised if that is what comes back at you.
Mm-hmm.
You get out, if you whatever you give out is going to come back to
Back
you.
to
If
you.
you
Yep.
give out positive energy, more than likely you're going to get positive energy back. If you give out negative energy, more than likely you're going to get negative energy back. Got to get the negative energy people out of your life, get negativity out of your life. You can't avoid it altogether, but you got to protect your mind and you got to protect yourself. Don't go out there trying to be all gangster and doing this extra stuff. Now, if you about that, you about that. It is what it is. Some of us got to do what some of us got to do.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people who's about that. I worked in a jail. I seen some people who was about that, and you knew not to f with them because you knew they ain't got no chill. You knew that, but don't go out there talking all this crazy stuff because you think you're protected. Somebody could always get you, and there's somebody who cares a little bit less than you, and they will show you and let you know how little they care. So that's all I got to say on that. Glad he's okay. I don't wish harm or death upon anybody, but you can't be out there doing all this craziness and then expect nothing that nobody to come and want to touch you. You can't think that that's a reality. So that's all I have to say about that.
No, I'm
You
gonna
got
say
it.
it's good for his ass. All right, now let's keep going. That's all I'm going to say about that. Uh, yeah, because it was crazy, bro. Like
Stupid.
the videos were just popping up like everywhere. He got jumped in the bathroom, then he gets jumped in the gym, and it's just like the hell, bro. And I was hearing so many different stories as to what was going on. Like first it was the Mexican Puerto Rican baseball game, which uh Puerto Rico lost to Mexico in the classic baseball
World Baseball Classic.
yeah, baseball classic.
Oh,
So it was like apparently he's both
Mexican.
Mexican and Puerto Rican, and he said that he claims more Mexican side because his father left when he was born. So you know what I'm saying? So he always claimed the Mexican side, and I guess certain people felt some type of way about it and jumped them. So that's one story that I heard. Then there was like when he snitched out in on the trial and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, now this is a different story. So which one is it? So I don't know. It's like so many stories. I don't like him as a rapper, but you know what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't wish that on anybody. So like you, I'm glad he's okay and stuff like that.
That's it. Like
All
gotta
right.
get his fish together.
Oh yeah, he definitely does, bro. He definitely does need to get his shit together. Um, next topic. Apparently, he's both. He's Mexican. He got jumped for switching. That's all I'm saying on the subject. Probably
Listen,
did. He probably did. All
all
right.
I'm gonna
So,
say is
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
mm-hmm. Oh, snitching. I use this girl type. Uh, Jonathan Majors. We all know him. He's starting to become very well known celebrity. Okay, the guy's a really good actor. I saw him on Ant-Man. I haven't seen Creed 3 yet. Can't wait to see that. But he's starting to become well known. And apparently he was allegedly assaulted a woman. Not sexually, but physically. So apparently the lady stated that the cops arrested him. They said there was some type of strangulation, which led to lacerations around her ear, scratches on her face, and stuff like that. And I was like, was she fighting a cat? So yeah, so apparently there's that. And if he did do it, that's not gonna be great for his career because that means that nobody's gonna want to work with him. If it's not, then hopefully he gets to clear his name. You know what I'm saying? I'm not believing it until I hear from his side of the story.
innocent until proven guilty. I don't know what the hell is going on. I have no idea why.
Stop
Allegedly,
blaming
John.
autocorrect.
I don't know why John, Mr. Majors would have a reason to scratch and claw at a woman. Like it sounds ridiculous to me. So I don't. I haven't seen the article, so I don't know. I'm just speaking off the top of my head here. It seems ridiculous to me that he would even do something like this because it's like, why would he like what? Unless she ran up to him and was like throwing haymakers at him, why would he have a reason to put his hands on a woman? Like it doesn't make sense. Something's missing. There's a lot missing from this story. Hard to comment on it, but like I said, if he did do it,
You stupid.
and you're going to pretty much get what you get. If he didn't do it, it's like, why would somebody lie about that? Like I don't. It's confusing to me.
Yeah, it
It
really
really
is.
is. So we need to wait until I reserve the right to wait until more details come out about this particular topic because it's like I don't understand. Like, why would one of the biggest actors, not even just black actors, but he's one of the biggest actors right now, period, put his hands on a chick for no reason? Like, if it comes out that she hit him, she hit him with the the sure you get that's different. And, I get it, but even still, unless she did this, I don't understand. Like, why would he do that? So we gotta wait
Exactly.
until more things come out.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
We
remember, you in the article you said that she got scratches and shit on her face.
yeah,
Yeah, come on, bro.
and
What man is going?
lacerations behind her ear.
What man is
Yeah.
what?
Have you seen the size of this guy? Like he doesn't look like he would scratch somebody. He looks
That's
like
what I'm
he would
saying.
duff you the
He gonna
fuck
hit you with the
out,
tiger
bro.
uppercut. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Give
saying?
you the
I
two
don't get it.
piece. Bang bang, that's it. All right, so Angie says people need to learn to stop putting their hands on someone, period, male or female. Yes, I agree.
Don
I've said
DeMarco,
that many times.
100% agree. 1,000.
Nobody should
Matter of
be
fact,
putting on their hands on anybody.
you know how much I agree with that? This is how much I agree with that.
It's over 9,000!
Come on, man.
What, 9,000?
Self-defense is one thing, but it's not okay regardless of gender. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I
why
don't.
would
And
why
and
would it
and
makes
and
no sense?
if that lady is falsifying her claims, she definitely needs to pay her consequences.
Yeah, but I had to talk about this with my lovely wife. recently. It doesn't matter. There's double standards. A woman could make a false claim about you, fuck up your reputation, you lose your job, your house, your
Bro,
money,
we spoke
your
about
children.
that. We
Two
spoke
weeks
about
ago,
that.
right?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Like
We spoke about that.
your makeup, everything about you, you could lose literally everything in your entire life, including your kids, including your
Hmm.
job, including your money, past, future, and present. And it could all be a made up lie. You could have never even been. You could have been sleeping in your bed. A chick could make up a lie about you. You could be
Hmm.
sleeping in your bed in New York. She could be all the way in Las Vegas partying. Make up a lie about you. You could lose everything the next day. And as soon as you jump through hoops to prove your innocence, that stain of you having that assault or sexual assault or physically assaulting of a woman, that stain, that stigma, that scarlet letter on you will never leave. Nobody
That's
will
right.
touch you, even
Yep.
if you are found innocent. And that woman, no consequences. She is free to do whatever she wants to the next man or the next man or the next woman or the next person or her boss or whoever. It's okay. Oh, you lied. It's fine. It's fine that you lied. Don't do it again, okay? Don't do it again. Meanwhile, you got to pick up the pieces of your life. You already lost everything that you worked hard for. And then, oh, hey, they were lying. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We're gonna move in a different direction. It's not a good look for the brand right now. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Sucks.
Look at the whole thing that happened with this guy, the actor.
Well, that
Yeah, there you go, Johnny Depp. Look what happened to him.
the good thing about him is he has money to fight it.
She falsely claimed of him doing all of these things when she was really the one doing it, and to him, you know what I'm saying? And oh
She took
my
a
god,
shit on the man's bed.
yeah, bro,
What
like
are we like?
that's
What are we talking about?
disgusting. And no lie, bro, I saw this on Facebook. Somebody asked, they gave Amber and with another female celebrity, and I was over here saying like, because they was like saying, oh, like, who would you pick? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I would pick the other person. A lot of people was going for Amber. I was like, so you want her to shit on your bed? What kind of nasty fucking
She
fixation do you
messed up.
have, bro? Like
Should have
that's
left her a
just
long
sick.
time ago.
Yup.
This shit, I'm out.
Soon as she started acting crazy, I'd have been like, "Yo, change your tune." She'd be like, "Ah," I would have been like, "Man, we out of here." And I would have told her,
Stop it. Get
Get
some
some
help.
help.
"I'm out."
Exactly. Right. They
Don't
get
call me. Don't
slap
write.
on
Don't
the
text.
wrist.
Nothing.
Meanwhile, that man's reputation is destroyed. Yep. That's true. That is true. Because they don't really they're not really holding women accountable for anything. Nothing whatsoever.
Yes, Angie. 11 o'clock Sunday. Thank you for your participation today. Thank you for rocking with us. We thoroughly enjoy it. 11 o'clock on Sunday. That's the day. That's how we do it.
Yep. So be here. Oh, and Angie, I sent you the link on your I DM'd you the link to the Discord. So join. And
Yeah,
Brenda, if
if
you're
y'all
still
if you
here,
in
I
the
send
dis
it to you
first of
too.
all, hit the Discord. And if you in there and you got some stuff you want to holler at, start a discussion, let's start it up. Let's start it up. Talk that talk.
Hmm.
All right, go to TikTok.
All right, so TikTok CEO does Congress. So there's this whole thing of Congress wanting to do the government wanting to ban TikTok because they're saying that TikTok is a spy for China. Sorry, I can't do the double air quotes. So a spy for China.
Uh-oh. You know
Um
what that means.
okay, I'm on it. Bye everyone. Have a beautiful day. Same to you, Angie. Be safe out there.
All right, Genesis, we holler
All right,
at you.
Genesis. All right, so yeah, so that TikTok is spying for China with the so But when you look at the clips of the conversations with the TikTok CEO of Mr. Chu, and the questions that were asked to him, they asked him questions, but they wouldn't let him freaking answer it. And I think one of the questions was, bro, this is how stupid this government really is. Cause now, right, everybody's watching this throughout the entire world, right? And now because people are watching this, now people are gonna think Americans that all Americans are really stupid. Because somebody asked Mr. Chu, does TikTok use Wi-Fi?
Wait, what?
Yes, somebody that was sitting at that chair at that meeting, bro, asked him, "Does TikTok use Wi-Fi?" And I'm like, "What? This is the questions that all of y'all wanted to ask him? Are yes? You see now, everybody that watched this, they're gonna look at us like we're stupid, bro."
That's weird.
Thanks, Ange.
Why the fuck did it? That makes no sense. Um, I look at it like this. When it comes to TikTok, TikTok gathered up a lot of our information. Why are they gathering up all our information? That's first and foremost. They're taking when you have to go on these things, it's in that fine print. They take your information and they're using it. They're using it for what? That's number one. Number two, TikTok in China is not TikTok in the US. They banned certain stuff from the TikTok that they use over there for this rather than what we see over here. Case in point, you might be scrolling through TikTok and you'll see some ratchet stuff. You'll see people twerking. You'll see nurses doing dances on the job while they're getting paid. You'll see people jumping up on chairs, shaking their ass. You'll see stripper stuff. You'll see sexual stuff. You'll see all that stuff on over here. But TikTok over there, you'll see engineering. You'll see kids doing projects. You'll see um, math stuff. You'll see a whole different genre of things, which is extremely different than what they're pushing on our kids and on because TikTok is a lot of kids are on it. Well, a lot of people are on it. It's growing, but mainly a lot of kids, and that's all they see on their feed is a whole bunch of ratchet stuff, shaking ass and tits and all of that. But you don't see none of that over there overseas. So I think it's going to get banned. I really do. In the U, it's
Yeah,
already banned from
they,
government
they,
agencies.
they might they definitely looks
And
like they gonna
yeah,
ban. But see, my thing is right. Their whole concern is uh TikTok uh being harmful to kids, right? Don't play stupid with me, because if we really cared about the kids, then why are kids still getting shot in schools? Why are kids getting exploited for sexuality? Why are there still children's what is that uh children's getting kidnapped to be what is it
well, human traffic.
children trafficking, you know what I'm saying? Why are there still things like that going on in this country, but yeah, you worried about TikTok being harmful to kids? I don't want to hear that shit. Until you fix what's going on in this fucking country, you shouldn't be worrying about an app. You should be worrying about what's going on in our country.
But that ties
Because
into it
it
though. That ties into it though.
bro, but it's really not, because there was one guy that he even said it, and it's really about the money, bro.
Well,
It's really about the money. If they don't see financial gain that's coming within TikTok from TikTok to the United States, that's their problem. That's their main concern. It's not about the fucking kids. It's
well,
not.
I think what I do think is why they banned it from government agencies. I do think that I don't know what's going on with this app and why it was produced, and but they're gathering up a lot of our data, and that data is
So
very
is Facebook.
valuable.
So is Instagram. So is
Absolutely,
another
but those are
so is
companies based
another
here,
many
though.
of exactly. So why is nobody
It's not a
getting that
Chinese
mark?
company.
Why is okay, exactly, and that's the difference. Is because it's China. But why is nobody
Yeah.
getting at Mark Zuckerberg? Why is nobody getting at any other these other people that own a lot
Well,
of these
he's
other
not a
social media
he
apps?
would
You
he's
know,
not a potential matter of national security. But China, the relations between China and the US right now, the tensions are really high. We know this when
bro,
it
you
comes
trying to
to
listen. I get what you're trying to say, but no, bro, I'm sorry. There's more to it than what you're seeing, and I've been
there's
listening to
more
a
to
lot
it.
of these
I
people that
agree. There's more to
that,
it than
that
what it runs
there's,
deep, I'm sure.
there's a lot of people on TikTok that have talked about it, and they've all seen the truth, and they're trying to share it out there, and they're trying to tell people the truth. A lot of people might not want to see the truth, but the truth is, it's all about the money. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck
I would
about
uh,
nobody else because the government doesn't give two shits about any of us.
I would ask you this: do you think it should be banned or not?
I don't think it should be banned. I mean, if it's really concerning of the kids, then that's a parent's issue. That's not the government's issue. Then that's the parents' issue because the parents are the one that need to limit the access of TikTok for their children, not the government. You're not gonna
So,
sit there and tell me how to fucking tell my kid on banning TikTok because it's harmful to children when really for you guys it's all about the money. But if that's the real case, then that's a parent's issue. You know what I'm saying? The parents need to be the ones to limit their children on social media use. You know what I'm saying? And watch them what they do on TikTok. A lot of these parents don't watch these kids what they do on TikTok. That's why they out there is fucking shaking their ass and all this shit. And most of them, and we've seen it. Most of them encourage it in parties, bro. Like how many times have we seen it? And it's not even on TikTok. Most of those fucking videos we seen it on fucking Facebook, bro. So I don't want to hear that shit. I don't. Y'all don't give a fuck about the kids. Y'all don't give a fuck about us. You're just worried about your wallet and filling it with more money. That's all it
well,
really is. Because if China would have came out and said, "Listen, we'll offer," if TikTok CEO would have been like, "Yo, we'll give you a portion of this from everything that we get on TikTok," this shit would have never happened, bro. Guarantee it. This
well,
shit would have
yes,
never happened.
you always got to follow the money in certain aspects. So I agree with you on that aspect. I look at it from this point: if that app is contributing to matters of national security, then it should be banned. But
Okay, so
if
then let's ban Facebook, let's ban Instagram, let's ban Snapchat because they're all doing the same thing.
well, they're all
So why
taking
aren't
data. They're
they
all taking
what?
data for sure, but they're
So
not
why
taking
aren't
data to
they?
give to
Why
they're not
why
taking
aren't
data to
they?
give to other countries. So and I need to I really need
Okay, but
to.
where's the proof that China's doing that? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. There is none, right? For as
There
far
is
as I
none.
can see. So, like I said, if you can't
Like I
prove
said,
it, then it is what it is.
it's
You gotta
really
let
not
the app
that,
rock.
bro. It's really about the money. They
As
want
far
the
as
money. TikTok is making a lot of money, right? They want that money. They don't give a fuck about whatever else. They just want that money. You know what I'm saying? And guarantee, and even if Facebook and Snapchat, Instagram, whatever, they're not selling it to other countries, but they're still taking our data. I could fucking literally look up shit on Google on my phone, right? Let's say I'm googling up real estate investment, right? Then I go on Facebook, and then what ads do I fucking see all down on my news feed? Fucking real estate investment. You know
yeah,
what I'm
because they
saying?
got your
Like,
data. Because
because they got my data. Like,
they
no,
share it
bro,
with each other, the companies.
not doing that, bro. You're not gonna be blaming TikTok for one thing if you can't blame everybody else doing the same shit.
Well, like I said, I look at it from a different perspective. So, but I also think people do need to monitor better. But the fact that they show their
Especially kids.
children, yeah, people need to monitor their children better. But the fact that they show their children different shit than they show our children bothers me. So that is something that I think raises a red flag for me. Because if it was, because if why are you showing prankster shit on in the U.S. TikTok, but over there you're showing engineers and people building things and positive and uplifting stuff. If that
I
is the
mean,
case, and that is to be believed.
it only really depends on what you look at. Uh, because
But
it's
I'm
all
telling
about
you,
it's
there are
all
reports that things are different over there.
because it's all about
Why is it different in your own home country than it shouldn't it be the same across the board? Facebook is the same across the board. You go to India and open a Facebook, it's going to be the same thing as if you open a Facebook over here.
Did I take my insulin? I took my insulin. What the fuck is it going on? Oh my god. Uh, like, what do you mean by it's same across the board?
If you open a Facebook in India or you open a Facebook around the world, it's the same. It's going to be the same.
Like how? That's what I'm saying. Like how?
Like it's going to be the same. It's not going to be different a different Facebook over here than it is in another part of the world. But in TikTok, now I need to find the article on this, and I'll fact check it and come back next week with facts. Because by next week, well, I guess we'll know what's going to happen with TikTok, hopefully. But if you open, if they the people over there, they get a different version of TikTok. It's not you're not seeing all that ratchet shit and all that extra shit over there, overseas, but you do see it here. Like it'll just pop up. You know, TikTok will just you could scroll and you'll get a whole bunch of different things. But why are they getting uplifting shit and we're getting ratchet shit?
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta fact check that,
I,
but
I, I,
I've heard
I
that from
really,
multiple places.
I really think it's just
That
based
bothers
on
me. That's a red
it.
flag.
It just really bases off trends. You know what I'm saying? So whatever people start is a trend, and everybody else is just gonna follow through it. Uh, and it's all really based off your algorithm. So
So why
like
is it? But it seems like their algorithm is different. That's the point.
yes, and that could be just based on the people that are over there. You know what I'm saying?
I
You
don't know,
can't
bro.
blame
I
TikTok
don't
for
think
that
so.
because if I go on YouTube, right, and I search up things that are helpful, that's gonna be my algorithm because that's what I'm searching up over there.
Hmm.
You know, on
Agreed.
YouTube, and it's gonna be the same thing as to like if I search up things for comedy on TikTok, that's what I'm mostly gonna see. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see funny shit because everybody that I mostly everybody that I follow on TikTok are hilarious and they fucking crack me up, which is also good for my mental state because it makes me laugh. What up, Macho? What's going on, brother man? Glad to see you finally joined
That's what
in.
I'm saying. To me, I see a point, but to me, that's something to look into. That's one of the biggest things that I looked at, and I'm like,
And
wait,
you gotta
so
remember,
they get different stuff than we get.
most of these kids out there ratchet themselves, so they're gonna find something ratchet to do on TikTok.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's
That's what I'm saying. Like
it
that's why I don't understand why because every social media app, right? Every social media you have to be 18 and up to use the social media. Why is it that TikTok has you have to be 13 and up to use the social media app? I feel that they
yeah,
need to
that's
get
a red
rid of
flag too.
that they need to get rid of that 13 and up and start doing it based off 18 and up because a lot of these things, a lot of these kids they're going to see, what you said is, ratchet stuff here in the United States because that's what they mostly care about and they're going to want to do whatever new trends come out. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to populate that and that starts to be overly populated on
Well,
the algorithm,
could it be?
you know?
Could it be Isaac that they want our children to be influenced by bullshit, so they encourage the bullshit in the United States? Yeah, people are gonna put up what they're gonna put up. I agree, but if you're making it 13 or older, now you're influencing 13-year-olds to go out there and do dumb shit. So you keep that in their algorithm. But when it comes to your own citizens, you make sure you X out all of that dumb shit and all of that stuff people do for clout. You X all of that out and you put positive, uplifting, uh, get excellence shit for your community, your country. But when it comes to America, you make sure that algorithm is pumping with shit that is useless to us. That is a very real thing. Am I 100% sure they're doing that? No. But to me, that's a problem. To me,
I mean,
that's a
that
problem.
I mean,
Social
YouTube does the same.
media,
They use
social
they
media in
this stupid
itself
shit up there on
is a
YouTube.
is a tool. Social media in itself is a tool that we can use to do harm or do good. You can look at it both ways. TikTok could be used the same way, but I'm not opposed to seeing both sides. Yeah, you're right. Parents need to do better. It probably is underlining about money. I agree. But at the same time, you cannot ignore these red flags that have been coming out. People have been uh, testing out a lot of this stuff. And you cannot ignore that type of shit, especially when the app comes from another country. That the tensions are kind of strained right now with that country. So you have to look at that. You have to look at all that. So you're right in this instance. To me, in my opinion, I agree with you. But then another half, I think you're missing the other side. But I think you are right. A lot of things do have to do with money, but the other component means something. If they're showing their people one thing and showing us something else, red flag, bro. Red flag. You can't just not account for that. Like that is important. So I don't know. Do you think they're going to get banned or no?
Uh, the way it's looking, I feel
Yeah,
like
how's
the
it look?
government,
Because I know you've
the
been reading up on it. How's it look?
for what I could see, I feel like the government's already made up their mind. I feel like that's the reason why they won't let him answer questions
Yeah, they
when
don't
they
even want
had
to
him.
hear it.
They didn't want to
Like they
hear
don't
it.
care.
So it's just like they've already made up their mind. I feel like, and I kind of feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of content creators that use TikTok for their escape. I've seen a
They're gonna
lot
go to
of them.
YouTube.
I've seen a lot of them go there and really um they use TikTok to really that really helps out their mental health. You know, they use that as their escape, built the community, try to make some friends on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's sad, man, because that's how most of them make their livings too. A lot of them have shared that with the entire world. Like, listen, if TikTok gets banned, um, one dude even said it that he used it, you know, for his escape from from his everyday life. He creates hilarious, like funny content. So he uses that as his escape, and then
Funny
helps out his
content.
mental health as well. So you know, I feel bad. And yeah, they could go to YouTube, but YouTube doesn't pay out. Apparently, for what I found out, doesn't pay out as well as TikTok does.
TikTok doesn't pay out. No,
TikTok pays out, bro.
they don't. You get paid for like sponsorships and shit. TikTok
No,
itself
no
doesn't pay you.
YouTube. You get paid out for sponsorships.
No, YouTube pays
TikTok,
you for AdSense, for the AdSense and shit.
yeah, that's sponsorship, bro. But TikTok, they pay out, bro. Everybody's already done said it like they pay out.
Nah,
The fuck you talking
they got
about?
they got brand deals and shit, bro. You cannot get paid from TikTok, bro.
Brand deals, yeah, but that's because of TikTok. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? But
listen,
TikTok
if you
gets
build a following and you can monetize that following, then yeah, you can make money. But because a lot of people built their whole goddamn brand on TikTok because they got millions of likes and millions of views, so they're able to monetize it. But the app itself does not pay you. Like YouTube will pay you, Facebook and Instagram will pay you
In
itself.
addition, TikTok monetization programs require creators to have a minimum of 1,000 to 100,000 followers and 1,000 to 100,000 uh, video views within the last 30 days. They pay you, bro. They pay you.
No, I stand
TikTok
corrected.
pays you.
So you get a
I should
couple
know
viral
because,
moments and they'll pay you.
yeah, because I follow a lot of people that are getting paid off of TikTok. That's how I know. I wouldn't have said it if I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to speak on something that I
Oh,
don't know.
I stand corrected. That's all me. But I just the money's on YouTube. That's where the money
Yeah,
is. Money. If you
because
could
now they
grow
doing
in there, you'd be on point.
because
That's
now
where the
they
money
doing
is.
ad spends. I know some of them use TikTok to also grow a community, not just make money off of it, but grow their community. And they would, especially for Twitch streamers, and then they'll have people, oh, come to my Twitch, follow me on Twitch,
Yeah, they
and they'll
try to
go on
move
there
their
to
people off the
people
app.
over, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's a good what they call it, funnel. It's a good funnel
Yeah. Hmm.
for passive income into other things. So
I agree. Well, we reserve the right to keep an eye on the situation. So we'll see
yeah,
where it
we'll
goes.
see what happens in a week
We'll
or
see what
2 weeks from
happens.
now.
Word. And we'll be back next
uh,
week. All right, that's all we had, man.
all right,
That's all we
brother
had.
man. Yes,
That's all
that's
we
all we
had.
had. That's all we had.
Good show today. Good show today.
Yes, sir.
I have, for those of you who don't know, I have no phone right now. I have my phone in a couple of days. So, Isaac, I already told you what StreamYard can do now. So look into that. When I get my phone back, I'll get back on it because I got some other things I want to put up for us too. We'll be back with some new topics next week. We got a lot going on. I'm kind of excited, man. This was a good show today. I'm kind of excited today. Today felt like, we had a couple of weeks where we were smooth, but today felt like we had a lot of people up in the chat. Chat was going crazy. A lot of comments. I like this. Hopefully, we get a lot of replays. As always, this will be moved
Let's
to
see. It's
YouTube.
also it's how good we keep things in order. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like, keeping things in order.
So, I mean, that's good. Okay, good job. Uh, but we'll be back. We'll be back next week and things will be a lot better. So for those of you who are watching the replay, we love y'all. For those of y'all in the chat, we love y'all as well.
Hmm.
Everybody be safe out there. Listen, Isaac, the Puerto Rican Papi, Mr. Isaac here. Mr. I want to have intercourse with you. That guy.
Oh my
From
god.
me, Mr. Boy the Sexy RJD. We will see you guys next week. As always, 11 o'clock. Guy Talk Uncensored. Holla at us. We are out. Top guys. Out.
Peace.
Peace.